This is a drone video for track 9 at the Devil's Backbone project in Howell County, Missouri. This track directly borders National Forest on the north and the south sides. We're looking northerly, we're at the property, and now we're flying southerly. The truck is parked at the end of the driveway toward the clearing on the property. There we go. So now as you look southerly, you can see that's the easement road that borders the south side. We're actually over the National Forest. We're facing northerly. So there's the easement road. There's the start of the driveway, which goes north onto the property. So the property is 99% wooded, basically, other than the site and the driveway and any trails. So this video was taken actually before the easement road was done, so that might look a little different when you get out there. Might have some gravel on it, and they will have shaped it. But this was taken right after the driveway and the site were cleared, and I believe they used a large mulcher mounted on a bobcat to do that. So it looks like just dirt on the ground. It's really kind of mulch, kind of shredded trees essentially. I don't think they planted any grass seed. They may have, but it tends to grow up within about a year anyway. Good large site. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but from the easement road, that the driveway kind of gradually sloped up. You get to the site, and the site is probably somewhat sloped as well. And then once you keep going northerly on the property, it essentially levels off, and you have a large level area there. In fact, the topo map that we just looked at, the topo map showed that the highest point in this area, in this immediate area at least, was here on track 9, toward the middle of the west side, 1,181 feet above sea level, I believe, which isn't super high for the Ozarks, but it's kind of cool to have the highest point in the area on your property. So as we fly northerly from the middle, it slopes gradually back down. There's a wet weather creek bed, or the topo map showed one, crossing diagonally over the north part. You get beyond that creek bed and it slopes gradually back up, and then bam, you hit the National Forest. So at the very north side of the property, we should see a cleared line, almost looks like a trail, that runs across the north side of these tracks, and that's not an easement, that's not a road. What it is just, there it is. When this was all one tract, the owner had the exterior boundary cleared with a bulldozer. So maybe he was going to fence it, or maybe he just wanted definition between the private property and the National Forest. So as we look northerly, as we face northerly, looking down, the line itself is on your property, and then beyond that, the National Forest begins. So now we're looking into a huge section of Mark Twain National Forest. Tens of thousands of acres of land that you can use for hunting and trail riding, rivers and creeks and all that good stuff, fishing and swimming. Looking westerly, essentially the land was on the right. The National Forest was on the right, and then the private land, track 9, was on the left. And now we're flying southerly over the property back toward where we began. Since it's a little later in the day when we took this video and we're flying south, we're kind of facing into the sun, which makes everything dark. This is a late summer video, early fall video. Stunning tract. I mean, just phenomenal. Having that huge site is fantastic. Gives you a place you can get your truck off the road right away, potentially use it for camping or even building a cabin or a home. These are off-grid tracks, but you can certainly build out here subject to the very basic property covenants. So now looking northerly. Awesome tract. I mean, check out everything else on track 9, but it's a nice one. Surveyed with the corners marked, National Forest frontage, very private with a great driveway in the site. If you have any questions, just let us know.